Oh.
The following podcast may be explicit. onejoeyoung presents Adventures from the Shed, a tabletop RPG podcast. You can find us online at adventuresfromtheshed.com.
And here we are, Adventures from the Shed online. We're continuing with this great group of folks as players in this Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition campaign. We're ready to jump back into it, so we'll do a quick round table to say hi and give some character names. Go for it.
Hey, this is Chris. I'm playing Abraxas, the Dragonborn Paladin, who likes to open up portals to the Hell Dimensions.
I am Eli. I'm playing Erithmus Siegfried, and he's really and truly just a dude who likes to lick stuff. You can't stop him.
Yes, I'm Jason. I'm playing Belgi Umwafa, who's disgusted by the sudden turn of licking at this group. But he's carrying on as best he can.
He's half disgusted.
And my name is Randy, and I play Miles the Bard extraordinaire.
I am Joe. I am the Dungeon Master, average in an air. As we get back into this, we were just about to learn some more about this portal in the floor. Tell you what, I don't think we've heard a recap from Jason in a while. Jason, give us 2 minutes of what we did last time.
All right, so last time, after a heroic battle of killing the mayor and learning about two individuals, a priest and a wizard, one trapped in time, and the priest that was actually quite nearby, the group went to find this priest that Erithmus had seen and had not licked, surprisingly, yet. He was saving that for this particular time. Upon thoroughly giving him a licking and the priest disintegrating, we discovered that he was wearing a medallion that had magnetic properties with the other medallion that the mayor had in the village as well. Upon, again, some shenanigans that happened and some conversations, we discovered that the slab that was overseeing the large stone
Altar.
Cult altar, thank you, inside of the church had been gone, something that was recently something that we weren't able to physically remove. Abraxas deciding to jump down there initially, followed by the rest of us, hesitantly a little bit from, Bell, made their way down this winding staircase in this magical kind of darkness that did not allow them to see things as clearly or as appropriately as they should. During this time, Abraxas also discovered a portal, potentially, to we're not sure what kind of realm it is yet. Erithmus licked that as well. He is currently on the floor tonguing the locking mechanism, and that is where we left off. So, yeah.
What's that taste like?
What does it taste like, Joe? Enlighten me.
It tastes
last time
like
it tasted
the
like
beginning of this
cliffhanger.
episode. Yeah.
I don't want to alarm anyone.
Cliffhanger tastes awesome.
There's a cliff at the edge, and
Cliff bar.
no different actually. It flavorless, like literally flavorless. Doesn't even taste like water.
This tastes like dying.
I don't
It's
want
like
to
dying.
alarm anyone.
Yeah.
But this
And if you haven't tasted
like
dying yet,
nothing.
I'm in danger.
Well, thank you for that, Erithmus. Yeah, that's great.
No, I don't think you understand.
No, I understand.
That is now 2 items in this dungeon
No,
that have
get it.
tasted like nothing. Everything tastes like something, but these taste like nothing. If not for the cold stone, I would not know I was licking something. This is
Do like a blind taste test with him maybe later when he's like...
maybe. But I mean,
we need to check the rest of this room out, though. I mean, this is
Good
probably the only
idea.
thing here, but we need to verify.
you have now verified it is the only thing there.
What's up with this
The room.
mist?
Oh, I will say that collectively, as you look around, you realize the room is also in a hexagonal shape.
how much of the room
circle
has
in the middle.
Erithmus licked by this time of us searching?
Technically,
You
maybe
only
like
step
6
in 3 wet
square
spots.
Oh, only
3?
3?
Only 3.
One of
Well, he
those
didn't
is
get all.
all good, sir.
Wow.
There should only be 2 wet spots that they step in.
Oh, No, so the room itself, you still can't see a ceiling. As far up as you can hold the light, you don't see a ceiling. It's just still darkness above you. However, you discern that the room itself is hexagonal shape with the circle in the middle. The only entrance/exit that you can find walking around the perimeter and through the room is the staircase you came in from. And like I said, there's that circle in the middle that does not have any mist, but the rest of the room
What if we
does.
stand on top of each other's shoulders like a ladder and try to get the light up? Can we see the ceiling at that point?
What if I throw my produce flame cantrip?
Yeah, but you
Okay.
just still lose sight of it
You
after.
lose sight of after 15 feet.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
that's the problem.
right. Forgot about that.
You lit too many things today. You're not thinking clearly.
Obviously.
This tastes like fake fire.
It burns like real fire, though.
So let's put it as if Bell were to climb Abraxas and hold a torch up. The ceiling's about 25 feet up. I think you get 10 feet from there. Yeah.
Well, what if Miles sits on top of his shoulders and I get on top of Miles' shoulder? Would we be tall enough to where we can see if there's anything on the ceiling?
I'll stay at
Yes.
the bottom to like stabilize Abraxas.
Yeah.
So
Because that's a lot of
Bell,
weight.
on the ceiling, you see what looks like a primitive cave painting, if you will,
Oh,
that looks similar to what you know the shape of the city to be, and crude drawings of buildings and a statue right towards the center of it. You can see about, again, we'll say we can see about 15 feet out. You're
Okay.
looking at, so right up above the mistless circle, and
Yeah.
on the floor is the center of the town painting above your head.
hey guys, I don't know if you guys can see this, but I relay all this stuff. It looks like the town here.
Is there anything marked on it in the town that we should look at specifically?
There's a statue that I think we've seen when we were going through the town. I know we were going through it pretty quickly, but there's a statue. It definitely looks like, everything's very in shape, geometric in shape when it comes down to it. Is there any writing or anything on there, Joe, or anything at all like that?
No
Or just-
writing,
Okay.
and it's kind of crude.
Yeah.
It doesn't have any detail, no real
Yeah.
features to it. It's just general shapes.
Yeah. Arrhythmias,
Think of this as the map that you made,
Yeah.
Jason. Think of what you're seeing on the ceiling as my drawing of that map. Okay. So what you worked from is what's up there.
Yeah.
There's no building that's specifically marked in any way that would stand out.
No. I mean, it looks to be.
I'm kind of like thinking Indiana Jones map room action.
Yeah.
Can we figure something out here? Yeah,
Well, that would be
yeah.
cool, though.
yeah it would
Who's
be.
going to stick their staff in the hole?
Yeah,
Um,
Arrhythmias. I don't think you can lick that high up there, Arrhythmias. I mean,
Well,
I
Oh,
don't
okay.
think
You
ceilings
understand
think
my
someone else
dedication.
put staffs in holes.
Yeah.
Can we verify that whatever magnetic key, whatever actually would go in this hole, or something else?
again, we should not put magnetic keys into holes.
I'm just saying. I mean, you
Abraxas.
could at least
I'm
yelling.
I'm
Eyeballing it?
yelling
Yeah,
this
eyeballing
down
it.
to him. I'm yelling this over Miles, whose shoulders I'm sitting on. We should not be putting magnetic keys into holes they don't belong in.
Yeah, just eyeballing it. Yes, it would probably fit.
Okay. We
And
should
it is a
probably.
stack of medallions of
Yeah, we
different
should rip
sizes.
those medallions apart and spread them to the four winds.
I like where I like that. Definitely sounds like a better idea.
But I'm thinking, I definitely want to check out the mansion. Other than that, I'd say we
Yeah,
need
no,
to talk to
there's a couple of points of interest on here. It looks like there
the
might
statue,
be.
perhaps.
Yeah, the statue. We didn't get a chance to look at that very well. I don't think we were walking in. And then there's that big building over there, too.
Other than that, though, it's basically check that out and maybe go talk to Bob and see what he can tell us.
How far away is Bob again? 4 or 5 days?
And it was,
A fair
it was a
distance.
bit. It was a bit.
He's back
A
to the
week.
mountain. He was at the.
Yeah, like how
A
he's
week
on
in
the
our
edge.
time, not
He's
his
like
time.
Yeah.
all the way back in the town.
Yeah, it's about like 3 months for him or something. I don't know.
We've probably been
days.
gone a couple minutes.
Yeah,
You left him at least an hour ago.
And Abraxas, I'm climbing down Miles right now, getting off him.
Well, but we assume that Miles just went with it.
Abraxas has been holding us up on his shoulders the whole time.
he's a middleman.
Miles went with it. It's fine.
He's the middleman.
What's the
Abraxas-
metric version of miles per tower, though? That's what I want to know.
When you
Just a play on words.
again your vision that you had, it said to kill the wizard,
Now
right?
it said to release.
Release the wizard. Thank
It's
you.
the same
Okay.
thing to release their spirits. Now, look, the priest, we didn't do anything. Well, okay, here's a question.
No,
I
we
wasn't
licked
there.
him. We licked him
We
good.
weren't there for this. He had the medallion on.
Yeah.
Now, did anything happen when you guys took the medallion off him?
I wasn't there.
All I know is I was licking and then
Breathless?
he disappeared.
I took
Made him
the
taste
medallion
it.
off, and then he turned into dust, and his bones went all tattered. It's like it caught up with time.
We're assuming the medallion has that kind of property. Do all these medallions have those properties?
Well, it's a divine energy. I don't think
well,
I got that from the last one.
I put the medallions over my neck, and I see if anything happens.
You don't all of a sudden become 100 years younger. No. It is
Grow into a full-size man.
Did I get taller? Did
it's
something
important to
happen?
note that the question being, did the medallion cause that? The other people that had the medallions with them, including the mayor, were undead. You know, they were in a state of decay and reanimated, etc.
It might have just been the priest then. I mean, who knows?
Perhaps
Okay, so-
the priest was protected from the curse of undeath.
You know what, guys? I would love to keep talking, but maybe we should get out of this creepy, dank, place here before we continue on.
I don't know. I kind of like it.
Well, it's because you tongued everything. Let's
This room and I have formed a very special bond.
It wasn't
Don't
dank
tell
when
my
you got
wife.
here.
Let's hit the statue on the way out, and then we'll
All
head
right,
to
all right,
the
all right,
mansion,
let's go.
maybe.
Okay.
You can lick the statue on the way out.
Whatever's
All right.
left of
I'm
it.
on board.
I walk out and I mutter to myself like the Order of the Eternal Ring would just be absolutely furious at this kind of thing.
Just leave this part out there, Bell. Just leave this. That's in the annotated version. You can put it in the
I'll
annotated
pull
version.
Miles aside as we're walking out and be like, Miles, I know you've been documenting drawing a lot of things, but maybe don't draw in the fact that we lick a lot of stuff. and
Like a
some of
black
these
mark
things.
over
Redacted.
Big's face on it.
Yeah, just read. I'm just thinking when we get back from the mountains of law, we're gonna be famous, and that's not something we can probably omit. I don't know, Miles. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't feel like sharing this with anybody else.
Okay, good. We're on right here, Miles.
I want as many people to stand my new ends as possible. I don't want to scare them away right away.
Yeah, right away.
All right.
I could see the song. There was the song about Erythmus falling on his face, and then the next track on the CD is how he just started licking things. Right.
Yeah,
I think it was a head injury that happened to Erythmus that made him start wanting to lick everything.
No, he's just always been this weird.
Erythmus the concussed.
He's just more quiet before. That's all. So the trip out, uneventful. However, tall stairs. So you get a good leg day at the gym to get back out of here.
Get your squats.
50 stairs, about 2 feet in between. I can see Bell having to climb out rather than just lift his leg up high to get out.
Bell Wall runs out. That's what Bell
There
does.
you go.
Bell just
Nice, a little Jackie Chan action.
There you go.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Just shout parkour the whole time.
Parkour.
So you get that's the one. You get out into the daylight still. It's I don't know, maybe an hour has passed since you first went into the church. Not much time. It's gotten a little warmer out. Still nice bright sun. In the center of town, where you are as you exit the church, the statue is there, and you guys probably noticed this before, but since we didn't have the map before, it's just characters remembering now.
Mhm.
The statue is mostly defaced, both literally and physically. The face has been scratched right off of it. It was the statue itself was of a male figure. It had the face pretty much scratched off. There was something on its chest, like some kind of emblem or something, like a superhero kind of thing, all scratched up, chipped away, and it's missing arms that it had. But they're not laying on the ground next to it or anything.
Was
You
the
can see they
symbol
were
just
broken.
an eagle and it said USPS on it?
It was, yeah.
You said it was a male person. So
it was the Statue of Liberty. Is what it was.
But you said
There's a bunch of
so the
apes
head
around.
is still on there, but the face is all
Face is
scratched off.
No
But the head
arms.
is still there.
Yeah, and
Arms
the
are
symbol,
missing.
the thing on the symbol, it was all scratched off. Does it look like the outline of it was the same as like the medallions that we have as far as shape?
It is definitely possible. There is enough chips and scratches around there that it could easily fit that shape in that spot. And at the base of the statue, there are words, but it looks like the same. Remember the documents that you guys found were like half Elven, half Dwarven? This looks just like Dwarven script that remains, whereas what was Elven above it is all scratched out. You can make out a letter here and there, but the Dwarven script remains and the Elven does not.
Could I attempt to spend a significant amount of time using the mending spell or the mending cantrip to try and repair some of this scratched off writing?
Here's the tough part. In order to repair it, you would have to know what it's supposed to look like, and you can't read, right?
True.
So it would be hard
speaks.
for me to think of the magic putting that back together under your control. So, you can
no
make
one
the
speaks
rock
Dwarven,
look
right?
nice.
I mean, it's a completely fair call. I was just curious if I could do it.
I
Miles,
would
do you
definitely do it if
is
it
it
were
just Elvish, you know?
It's
Miles
Elvish.
knows Elvish.
Okay,
No one knows Dwarven, right?
No.
correct.
Well,
I can speak Draconic.
well, that doesn't help us, Redness. Again, we're looking for Dwarven.
Yeah,
So-
and I have comprehend
It's
languages,
way
but I think
different.
that's
I have
vocal,
comprehend languages as well, and I was gonna say we could potentially use that.
Yeah, does that work
I know.
for
I know.
written languages?
I'll look at Miles. I know you've burned a lot of spell. I can do it if you want.
Right? Isn't that vocal though? I don't think it's.
No, it's not. It's
From my understanding,
I think-
comprehend languages, it's just understanding a language in a written or verbal form.
Yep,
You're
anything-
just not able to speak or communicate in that language.
Yep.
Do it
Do
up.
we have that? I agree with you, but just because I know we can click it to see it, does somebody
that's
have
right.
that handy that they can click so I can
yeah.
see it?
There you go.
I'm not sharing the screen, but
There you
that's
go.
okay.
I will cast
Um,
it if that's what
any
everyone's good
spoken
with.
language that you hear, any written language that you see, but you must be touching the surface on which the words are written. Okay. Okay.
So
You go ahead.
yeah. So again, Bell has learned magic from the people around him. So he will, lick one of the letters just to see, and then cast comprehend languages just to see if it works. And cast.
Oh, but you
comprehend
get
languages.
onto me for licking stuff.
I didn't lick a lot of it though. I just licked a little bit of it here. All right, you don't have to go that deep with it.
You'd be
Sometimes you do.
Abraxas is
Braxis,
right.
you're not helping. You're not helping.
No, he
Yeah,
is.
you don't see me licking stuff around there. I'm just saying.
Well, I'm trying to learn from you guys on magic here. You guys are magic people here, and this is the example that I had.
I don't-
So that's what I did.
I don't perform magic.
I've
I
conjured
am
flames
magic.
from my hands on multiple occasions, yet you decide to lick things. I'm just saying, it seems
I'm
a
not
bit
paying attention to you all the
critical.
time. I don't know what you licked to cast the flame thing. You might be licking something, and I just haven't seen it yet. I was
Which is
just
kind of weird, Braxy, because I'm sure
my
you got
God.
a tongue for it.
not going to lick anything again. All right, not going to
He's
lick
got
it again.
like flint on the roof of his mouth.
All right, so
Oh man.
let me do my thing here.
Okay. Bell, the comprehend language it says it takes one action,
Yeah, one action.
and you do have to read it. You're
Yep.
choosing to taste it as well.
Well, I licked it to activate the spell because again, I'm trying to learn how to do spell casting from my friends.
The dwarven letter that you lick tastes like what you would imagine a dwarven warrior's beard would taste like after a night at the tavern. There is distinct mead, a little bit of pork, some unidentifiable taste.
Yeah, let's call it that.
Yeah.
This is going to stick with me for a while, guys.
The
First time.
the wording itself is a tribute to a divine figure of whose name was apparently referenced in the Elven above it. So imagine you're reading the second half. Now, again, we go with the documents that you found. The Elven were the flowery words and the Dwarven were the architectural words. Same idea here. So above where the Elven was, you can surmise there was some praise in written form, and then below it in the Dwarven is written very factually. He is who we served. His time will not be forgotten, and then it has a date on it that is about 100-ish years ago.
Okay. I relay that to the group, and I look at Abraxas, and I'll go, well, you know that Gore, I believe, is the one who did this, right, Abraxas? Like, he's like, you're pretty confident he's behind, like, the stuff that happened.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think,
Do you know who rivaled him? Like, if there was a good god that was really, like...
No, I mean, just besides this kind of like sun worshipping thing that we, just getting insight from, I have no idea. I don't know enough about that. I don't even really know anything about Gore except what we've learned here.
And let me throw out here, because I completely forgot what I wanted to name the guy before when I brought it up, but the of the sun guy is Titus.
Titus.
Yes. Okay. So he's not necessarily the polar opposite, because Gore isn't just darkness. Gore is the deceiver. But they're definitely not on the same side.
I wonder if this Titus dude is a bit of a daydreamer.
You mean?
I don't expect you to understand that.
You haven't licked enough to get that.
You haven't licked enough badges to understand my humor.
So if we ever met Titus, we'd say, "Hey, AE, Titan AE." Yeah, never.
Yeah,
I don't expect to understand that.
Titan AE, I think it's an old animated movie.
Okay.
Hey,
Hey, all right, I got you
that
now.
was so bad. Sorry.
Jeez, mine was a Final Fantasy X reference.
Okay. All right, I get you.
See?
Blast grenades, it take a while. Yeah.
So if there's any listeners,
Well, it was Final Fantasy X. It's not like the greatest Final Fantasy in the world.
I have a stepfather who would severely disagree with you, but I'm not going to get into that.
Yeah. So the group argues about pop culture video games for an hour in the town square.
Yep. And then...
All right, so
Titus is the name of this.
Okay.
So from what you can tell, this statue is more likely not of the god, but of somebody who maybe helped found the town or something like that, because there shouldn't be, by those rules, there shouldn't be a statue of Titus, because Titus is without form. Titus is a god of the sun. If there was a statue, it would more likely just be a big sun.
Just a big ball of stone.
I don't know. Does anybody else see anything around this statue that they want to take a look at? I mean,
what do we know about Titus? And is that something we've heard before? Or can I make a religion check or something?
Yeah, I probably wouldn't know.
Sure.
Randy said I don't think Aerithnis would know at all.
Yeah, I got crap. I'm gonna make the roll and see what happens.
All right.
Hey, that's 17. Not bad. That's an 18 minus 1 on that one.
All right. So Titus, in olden times, because remember, we're going back more than 100 years just from the fall of this town. So how long were they around before then? And then the whole Mountains of the Lost and the Lost City, all that stuff. Once upon a time, Titus's symbol used to be a hexagon before Titus changed to just an actual sun, with the whole corona and the flares and all that stuff. You notice with the statue, that's the base of the statue is also a hexagon. Most likely that's what the shape was, as Jason had asked earlier. Most likely that's what the shape was on the chest, and it was probably a medallion, a large medallion or something. But what you get out of that, I mean, heck, you got a 17 on a -1, so you remember something.
I love how the paladin has a -1 in religion.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's the same as the fighters. That should speak as to how good of a paladin you are.
So you do remember though that there was a town that was, and this is ancient history kind of thing, but there was a town that was founded on the precepts of Titus, and they built their town, the entire town, to worship him, and part of that was to help contain evil that was spreading across the land at the time.
Okay.
So there was a hero of Titus at that time, and most likely was this person.
Okay.
His name was probably something like Phil Tranquility.
Did you say Titus? They said Titan.
Titus.
Titus. Okay.
Titus.
I thought you said Titan that originally. That's why the AE joke.
See, that's what made it feel like it was even more reaching.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what makes it funny.
All right, so
All right.
Braxis, you know this Titus guy here. So you're saying that this town this is his town, this is his place.
Yeah, well, founded on the precepts of Titus, and but here's the thing: they built this town around that portal. Like that portal existed here millennia, and they're like, it's been maybe locked down over years, and they're like, people found out about it, like we got to lock this down, and then Gore tries to come in and like open the hole, and he can't get in. Luckily, because we probably wouldn't be here right now if that was the case.
Well, you think that's?
But here's the thing: where did Gore and his people go? They still out in these parts, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Or I don't know. We need to talk to Bob.
All right. Is there anything else in the town? I mean, there's a couple.
I want to check out that mansion.
Yeah, the mansion.
It looks pretty fancy.
Is everyone good with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's go.
I want to look at their inn and see if how they used to work back in their day.
Good idea.
But let's go to the mansion.
Okay. Mansion, big place. We're going to say this is, it's on its own grounds. Maybe a 3-foot stone wall with 2 feet of wrought iron fence on top of that. So, I mean, there's only about 5 feet high. It's not meant to keep people out. It's more ornamental, but it looks really nice surrounding the property. The gate is rusted and fallen open in the front. There's a nice flagstone pathway that leads up towards the house. It meanders a bit with overgrown brush and what have you around the sides. The building itself is about twice the footprint of the town hall and has 3 floors. So it's a tall building, and it's nestled within these little hills there. Nothing that, it's not like mountainous. It's just the hills go up maybe 10 feet or so. So looking out the first floor of a couple of the windows, you can imagine you're just looking at the hill, and there's flower beds that are long since fallen into non-maintenance, whatever that would be called. They haven't been kept for a long time. The front door of the mansion looks to still be intact. Very large wooden door with a couple of wrought iron strips across it that hold it on hinges to one side. No windows on the door, which is a little odd for a front door of the house.
Reminds me of Portisha and
Da-na-na-na.
and
I will kick off my divine sense again.
Divine sense. How many uses of that do you have?
This is my last one before we need another rest.
Dun, dun, dun.
Hope it works out.
50 feet, was it?
60.
60. There are definitely multiple bad spirits in the house.
Okay.
And they appear to be moving.
All right, we're going to contact front, I guess.
And that's I can't remember. You can detect evil, you can detect undead.
So it's celestial, fiend, undead, and I could detect if anything's been affected by a hallow spell as well.
Oh, okay. So I thought there was evil specifically, but undead are inherently evil, I believe, for the most part. Yeah. So that's what you're detecting. And I don't think they're all evil, but they're close to it.
Yeah.
Oh, Eli's ready.
There's a sword.
Oh, nice.
Abraxas said contact front. I'm ready.
Yeah. He knows what's up.
Okay, so you're saying that there's more of these undead things inside there.
Well, I don't know if they're undead. I just know there's evil. They are
undead. I'm going to tell you they are undead because we don't, the spell or the ability doesn't specifically say evil, but they are in this case.
Okay, so yes, more undead. Yeah. I just know what I have no idea what they are exactly, though. They could be demons from the pit.
Yeah. And as a flip side to that, by the way, when the mayor died, that energy that was there was more celestial than undead.
Okay, makes sense.
So that's a big difference here. That what the mayor was when you found him was undead, and then what left him was celestial.
Are we assuming there's enough windows in this place where enough light will spill in when we go in here? We don't need to light anything up.
Yeah, the other place had the blacked out windows. Are these ones open?
Right.
These are regular windows, but they are windows of the movie variety where they are so crusted with dirt that you'd have to clean one to be able to see in.
We spend the
Okay.
next 30 minutes cleaning windows.
There you go. well, now that
cast
we've
Mage
got
Hand
all
with-
the
I don't do
video game
windows.
references out, let's do some windows.
I cast Mage Hand with a claw.
Prestidigitation. Prestidigitation.
There.
Yeah, Mage Hand with a
Fighters.
little rag go up and start polishing the windows.
Look, you just have Siegfried over here. Just lick all the windows clean. You're
There
fine.
you go.
There we go. It's fine.
No, thank you. Glass does
From
not. Take
ashes to ashes and dust to dust. He licks it all with a licked thrust.
God.
That was not a spell for you. That was just me being a jerk.
Oh,
I just see the undead inside the house, like wandering through and just seeing a ghostly hand, a licking action going on, and some other things happening, and they're just
So-
confused.
What we'll do, just for the sake of you want to look in a window, one of the
Yeah.
windows is off to the side of the door at the front. You can just take your sleeve and do the and clear enough of a spot that you can see blurrily into the mansion, and you do see that the place looks like it's been sitting unused for a very long time. Cobwebs going from the corner of the ceiling down across what looks like some very nice, high-backed velvet, comfy sitting chairs right off in the inside of the place. What looks like a thick layer of dust upon almost everything in there. And
How big are these
just-
spider webs?
They're
Not forest size.
Yes, but nothing that looks like there's a spider in there ready to, eat you specifically. There are spider webs, but they're in a state of disrepair, like no fresh ones.
big
Yeah.
webs, but
Not right there inside the
strands.
door, but just out of the corner of your eye, Belle. As you're ready to report what you're seeing to everybody, you see, for lack of a better term, what it would obviously be a ghost float
Oh,
through the ceiling down into the room and then back up.
I slowly back away.
And it looks like it would be the ghost of somebody that would have lived in a mansion.
Okay. Yep, so I will slowly back away and I will relay that to the other guys.
My sword is no good against ghosts.
I would agree.
Anyone ever dealt with ghosts before?
Not real ones.
Yeah. Can we talk to them? How does this
Well,
work?
So,
there was once this guy. He was a dwarf named Steven Stefansson. Well, he died.
how does that help us, Miles? What?
He encountered some ghosts and he killed them with a silver weapon.
But he died?
I have a silver necklace wrapped around my weapon.
Did he die from the ghosts?
No, he survived that. He just one day just had a heart attack and died.
Why would you leave that?
You didn't let me
Technically-
finish telling you about the mansion with
What are you talking about?
Morticia and Mortis.
You finished the story. You said there was a guy named Steven and he just died after ghosts. That was how you finished the story.
I mean, technically, no part of that was wrong.
But it
He
doesn't.
did die, and it was after the ghosts.
But it doesn't. It doesn't pertain. Never mind.
Bill, you
Okay.
seem a little stressed. Do you want to take a nap?
No.
I'm going
No.
to digress for a moment because it's funny to me, but I had a buddy over a while ago, and he was describing how he had to fix his neighbor's lawnmower, and the way he described it was, and then there was my neighbor whose mower I fixed. He's dead now. That's unrelated. And I'm like, whoa, what did he die from? A severed limb?
Let's go to a more interesting subject here about not you fixing the lawnmower. Let's go back to the death. So, all right. So, I have no experience. But I have no experience with ghosts, but I do have literature that handles ghosts, and they are very bad things. And I don't know if we here are potentially equipped to handle ghosts.
We don't really know if they're a threat right now, though, so we could probably try to answer.
You just had a story about a guy who met a ghost and then died.
He killed the
Obviously,
He defeated the ghost, and then he later on died.
but who
With
knows
a
if that
silver
ghost
weapon,
came?
right?
Who knows if that ghost came back around and killed him?
Yes, and I've
later
heard about
because of
enchanted
ghosts?
weapons that can also affect ghosts. And I got one of
Do we
those
have
bad
any
boys
of those?
right here.
I don't have an enchanted weapon. I
All
have
right,
my
so-
wife's silver necklace. I can wrap that around my fist.
Okay. All right. Braxis,
Bunch of
Braxy,
ghosts.
what do you got?
Yeah, I mean, I got something I could use, but it's not going to last that long.
Well, that okay. What is it? What is that thing that you have?
Was
Well, I
it the
mean,
thing you did to the
I can
mayor?
imbue one of my weapons with sacred power, but
Okay.
that's not gonna last that long. Maybe a minute.
Okay. Well, that's good for all of you guys here, but for me, I really don't have anything that can, stop a ghost. So, I mean, I could disguise myself to look like a ghost, I guess.
We
I
could
always
turn you
cast
into a
protection
ghost.
from evil on you, and then it would leave you alone if you're that worried about it.
Or you could go the magic route too, I guess.
What are you talking about? I have magic now. You've seen it. You've seen me do things. I just read that statue back there.
Well, never mind then.
Yeah.
If you don't understand, I'm not going to explain it.
It's art. If you don't get it, you're stupid.
Yeah, what God said.
All right. Well, if we're going in, then let's get ready.
Siegfried is going to equip his shield and wrap his wife's silver necklace around his face.
Just so you're all clear, Gorticia and Mortez, they died.
Yeah. Oh, thank you for that, Miles. Arithmus, again, if they go through walls, I'm pretty sure they're going to go through the shield, buddy. I don't know if you're actually going to need the shield.
I haven't seen anything that says that they do.
I just saw it go through a solid wall.
Right, but this is shield.
But it's a solid wall. It's still
But
solid.
this is shield.
I'm frozen here, I think.
The point that because the shield is held in my hand,
No, I'm back.
the ghost can't pass through it because ghosts can only pass through unattended objects. I don't know.
Hey, it's their house; they can do whatever they want.
Yeah, and that too. They live here. They don't live in my shield.
How about this, Bell? We will treat this like an intelligence gathering mission, and we will try to stay away from any combat. Does that make you feel better?
It makes me feel
We
better.
will try to be diplomatic, and we'll see if we can,
It makes me feel
sneak
better.
around.
It makes me feel. Bell says
Because I
this
agree
out
with
loud.
you. We might not have too much to fight against with this. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
So you guys just want to go into the haunted mansion?
I still want to check and see what we can
That's
see.
what they're
Even-
wanting to do.
even if
Bell
we're only
does
in
not
there for a
wanna
minute.
go. Bell
we
doesn't
get-
want to go in there, but the group decides they want to go. We'll go.
I figure if we could pick up at least some piece of information, something might be valuable, then we can come back later after we talk about perhaps.
Yeah, I think let's let Miles go in first.
Yeah,
So
Randy just walked away.
I push him in. I just
We
push him in. I get in
forcibly
there.
just push
I
Miles
hold the
in and
door
see what
closed when he's,
happens. All right. So let me.
I mean, look, unless you want
No,
to
no, no.
recon the perimeter and see something else.
If we're going to do this intelligently, I'm the one with the most intelligence as far as the kind of operations. Let me just open the door and just take a step in before the big guys. You guys like to run in and just do things. Let's
Get it
just
done, man.
let me. Okay. All right. Fine. Whew.
So am I staying outside?
Before you run in, so Joe, is this mansion, is it pretty even on each story, or is it like second story is a little bit smaller, third story is like just barely a third story, or is it pretty even all the way
The
up?
third story is like the slanted roof. It's more
Okay.
like what's probably an attic or bonus rooms or something above.
Okay.
Second story is almost identical to the first. There's a little bit of a as you're facing the front towards the left side on the second floor, there's a balcony up there, and where that spot is, the room is carved out so that there's an outdoor spot there.
All right, so Bell, option number 2, we come in from the top. Maybe just check out that attic. I don't know.
Okay, let's just try going in through the front. I'm just gonna sneak in real quick. Just take a few steps in, and then we'll see if anything happens. Here, take this. I tie a rope to me and I hand it to Abraxas. Just yank me back through if ghosties come out.
Wait a moment. You, Braxa said that we should do this diplomatically, right? To ease your mind.
He said to do
I
it
mean,
stealthily.
we might be able to communicate with these ghosts. I don't know.
Yeah, I was
don't know.
going to suggest knock on the front door. If this is their house and they're still in it,
See if
they
they'll
might
come out.
answer the door.
Hey, that's not a bad idea.
All right,
Yeah.
fine.
They might like tea and crumpets or something. I heard that.
I
works
still want to
sometimes.
punch one, but I mean, if we want to do this peacefully,
So if we're gonna do this peacefully, then here, the ghosts might recognize someone from their past.
Maybe the medallions you have, perhaps that could work.
You could probably find.
I'm still wearing them. I'm still wearing them. I never took them off my neck. I'm still wearing both.
They've probably buried a pet in the yard once upon a time. You could probably dig one up and bring it to them.
Something tells me that's a bad idea.
Yeah, it sounds like it's a bad idea. We don't want to do that. So
my future druid instincts are telling me that's a bad idea.
So, no. Did I get an idea of what the mayor looked like, even though he was all zombified?
Let's say, yeah.
Okay.
He was a grotesque version of something that you could probably guess.
Yeah, I cast Disguise Self on myself. I look like a tiny version of the mayor with the medallions on. And I will be like, all right, guys, so brace yourselves.
The mayor's house, quite frankly, we don't even know.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If it's not, hopefully the ghosts remember that the mayor is the mayor.
Maybe they don't like him.
You know what? It doesn't matter. He's the mayor. He's in power. It doesn't matter if you don't like him.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we only knew what that statue guy looked like, that might have been something.
Yeah, I was going to do that, but having no face might be bad.
I mean, maybe, yeah. Well,
maybe the dude had no face.
And if you go with stereotypes, the richest people in town are probably good friends with the mayor.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's true.
All right, so I look like a tiny version of the mayor since I can't really adjust the height more than a foot. So I look like a tiny version of what I think the mayor looks like.
Just tell them you lost some weight.
Yeah. And I have the medallions on as well, and I'll walk up to the door confidently and do what Rutness said. Just
knock.
I'll be peering through the hole as he that little clean the Steve. Yeah.
I'm going to be behind a tree. Just trying to stay out of ghost sight.
And Randy's coming back here. So if I remember right, Abraxas, you said you were going to hold on to Miles's head and see if we can get it reattached when we get back to the church.
Yeah, I'm just going to screw it back on.
His neck is absolutely less than a foot wide. I can repair a single tear.
Lesser restoration.
No, we're doing it mending. We're doing it my way. I want the experience.
Like you just lick each end and we stick it back on. It's fine. It's like
so. If you don't mind, Jason, can you have Belle summarize for Miles, who was just tuned out for a moment?
So after much deliberation, Belle after listening to the wise words of Abraxas and Rhythmus, decided to disguise himself as a tiny version of the mayor, wearing the medallions, and is walking up to the door to knock on it to see if we can diplomatically get the ghosts to talk to us. That is what we're doing.
Right on.
Ready?
Awesome.
All right, go ahead and knock.
Okay.
And my head fell off because...
Mayor here. Mayor, doing a weekly mayor check.
Where you been the past 100 years?
Outstanding. We gave it the office. There is, when you knock, it is like the world stops for a moment. There's like silence everywhere. And it's mostly perception. Everybody, you're just so focused on the door. It's like, what? It's like the world stops for a moment. And then from the other side of the door, you hear in a very faint voice, "Go away."
I'll sit there for a second. I'll point to Abraxas and Arethmus and everybody, and I'll cast message. I'm like, they told me to go away.
Does this mean I can punch them?
Tell them we're looking for a grail.
Did you say
Mayor here, doing
licking?
a ground check. Doing a ground check here.
I told him we already got one.
Ask him what happened here.
Okay, Mayor wants to know what happened here. This is most undignified. You should say something else.
Be more dignified. Yeah. Go away. We're all dead here.
Well, that's uncalled for. There's taxes on the dead here. You should be paying taxes to this here. I demand satisfaction.
There's money in the mailbox.
Oh, hey. I'll point over to Miles.
Away.
Miles, there's money in the mailbox.
Randy's composing a song.
Ask him if they know where the wizard is.
Okay. I'm looking for the wizard. You know him? Where he's at?
Miles is so out of his element right now. He's like, wow.
What
Miles,
part of
mailbox.
go away do you not understand?
What part of I'm the mayor do you not understand?
He's actually a little short to be a stormtrooper.
Aren't you a little dead to be a nobleman?
All right. So you just get the impression that they don't want company.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm trying to convey.
Yeah, no. All right.
Just to be clear,
yeah.
it's not. Doesn't seem malicious or anything. It's just we're not taking callers today.
All right. Well, I'll return, but in a fortnight, and I expect to be treated better.
As the
How
mayor's
many
bard.
days in a fortnight?
There's 40 days.
Go away.
Yes, 40 days.
I point back at Miles. Thank you. 2
Sign language.
27. There's 27 days in a fortnight, and we will return. And then I turn around and I walk back. I go up to Miles. I go, "Did you get the money out of the mailbox?"
What money?
Randy wasn't listening at that point.
They said there was money in the mailbox. I asked you to go check.
They have
On my way.
What's a
And,
mailbox?
not in the
The
monster
mailbox. I don't know what they would have called it in this time period. So I'm just saying mailbox. I don't know.
Postage box.
Post, but
Letterbox.
the courier deposit area.
Yeah, courier deposit station.
So there's a spot there, mailbox, and inside of it is actually a pile of silver, about 20 silver sitting in the
Hey,
mail.
there we go. Excellent
That's
stuff.
5 for each of us.
Okay, guys. So I got the distinct feeling that they don't want us there. So
20 silver?
I'm thinking that we maybe head back to the Bob's Tower. What do you think?
Yeah, it works for me.
Counter argument. They're dead. We're not.
But we could
What
be
are they going
dead.
to do to stop us?
We don't want
We
to
could
be.
be dead.
I'm just
That
gonna
doesn't answer my question.
update our
What can they
little-
do to stop
But
us?
they could kill us. That's what we could be dead. That's what
Okay,
I mean,
but
look,
how-
I'm not
how
for
do they
going in.
kill
I haven't
us?
taken any damage yet, so I kind of feel like, I'm missing out.
And when Abraxas says that, Siegfried's going to look at him. Actually, you know what? With what happened to you in the town hall, maybe we should just go back to Bob.
I'm good either way. I'm good either way
Hey,
on this.
Ghost, would you let us pass if I played you some music?
No soliciting.
It's not country, is it?
No. I only play the best of ballads and adventure, raha songs.
Top 80s pop hits.
You know, River Bottom Nightmare Band stuff.
Cheerful.
Try it.
Don't
Performance check. Let's see.
Yeah, let's do a performance. And of course, if that
Those are
doesn't
good.
work, you've got deception, right?
Yes. That doesn't work. I have intimidation.
There you go.
Intimidate the ghost. What do they have
So
to
you
lose?
didn't think that song was good? Oh, yes, you did.
Or else.
You damn well did.
See my buddy over there with the silver necklace?
Yeah.
Are you sure you didn't like the music?
Well, what was that, Randy?
17.
17. I switched screen here, so I didn't say. That's delightful. Go away now. You're very talented. Bye.
Can I try singing words along to the music and a persuasive tune?
So you
Come on,
are you
knock on
trying
our
to get them
door.
to open the door?
Yeah.
All right. So
I want
go
them
for
to
that.
allow us to come in.
Yeah. Be persuasive.
Oh, that's worse. 12.
You hear the voice come closer to the door, and then it's saying, "That's very nice," and like hesitant. And from behind, you hear another voice that's, "Tell them to go away and leave the door."
Come on, you can convince them to let us in for a little bit. I can play some more tunes.
I'm going to get in trouble. Go away.
They'll enjoy it. I mean, what are they going to do to you? You're already among the deceased. But at least I could liven your spirits, so to speak.
I don't like being dead.
You won't. It'll awaken something inside you. You won't feel like this anymore. You'll feel more free.
I'm not going to get dinner.
You eat?
Don't rub it in. Go away.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll wait another 10 seconds, and you tell me if that's really what you want. Because I can probably play something amazing. Like, do you have an old hit that you love? Something I could play that would bring some memories back to you. Maybe make you feel in a better place. I promise you, it's worth it.
Do you know how Mary got her groove back?
I do.
Can you play that bluegrass style?
That's kind of close to country. I don't think you guys wanted that earlier.
You're not a good musician, are you?
I'm actually rather talented. You want me to try it? I'll tell you what. I'll go and play it just for you, even if it upsets the others.
Okay.
Want another performance check, Joe?
Go for it.
There you go. Oh, really?
That's what happens when you play country stuff, man.
That's a 2 that got a +6.
You don't have the right strumming pattern for that bluegrass.
I think I'm out of tune. My bad. I should have played on the drum.
Do the windows start lighting up red as he starts playing the country music?
You hear
like
some kind of scuffle from inside, and distinctly some arguing, which ends with, "And go to your room."
Oh.
Hey, leave him alone.
And it's just kind of silent after that.
Did it sound within 5 feet of the door?
A little farther.
Is the door unlocked?
We haven't tried it yet. Do you want to just try opening the door?
I'll try the door real fast.
The door opens.
If it sounds within close to 5 feet, I'm going to walk in 3 feet and thunderclap whatever the noise was.
Oh, well, the what you heard was the scuffle of something, and then they went away from the door. So when you open the door, you see at the edge of your vision as you open the door, and not at the edge of your vision, at the right at the a stairway that goes up, you can see a figure, a translucent figure going up the stairs, and another one turning the corner to the right.
Yeah, I think I can move in quickly within 5 feet of that and thunderclap real fast. Don't be a bully.
Okay, let's roll initiative.
Does
this mean I get to punch ghosts?
I think it's ghost punching time. Who are you gonna call? Ghost punchers.
Jeez. Oh, I don't have a token on the board.
Oh, now I get a decent roll. You wanted to send the result of this roll to the turn tracker, but no valid token was selected?
Same. It's just because we don't have the character tokens there.
Yeah, I don't have
looking
those.
at
I don't have those
Tranquility.
out yet, but we do
okay.
have
I didn't want us to go inside and do this.
Belle and Siegfried got the same number. However, as Miles is kicking this whole thing off, we're going to let Miles go first.
Fair.
And that's what brings everybody else to the table, to the initiative table, as it were, to get their helping.
Well,
Miles,
how did the line go? Wait, did he just go in? God damn it, Leroy!
I got chicken.
Leroy Jenkins!
My man, chicken.
he's down.
Oh, I'm just going to go ahead and clap and get out. We don't have to stick around.
Well,
Unless I
we're
get
sticking
stuck.
around, unfortunately.
Yeah, something's about
you
to
got
happen.
Siegfried started.
So tell me, what does Thunderclap do?
Okay, once I get back to that page, bear with me another
Go
few more
for it, bro.
seconds.
And we'll
Okay, it wasn't
we'll see
there.
where it
Okay,
goes
there
from
it
there.
is.
I remember it's like a cone or something.
You create a
like
burst.
that.
You create a burst of thunderous sound that can be heard up to 100 feet away. Each creature within range has a 5-foot range, by the way, guys. Not 100 feet, but you can still hear it. Other than you must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take 1d6 thunder damage. The spell's damage increases by 1d6 when you reach 5th level, and then 11th, and then 17th for more damage.
Okay, so what was the range again?
5 feet. So I had to
5
run up
feet
to it. Yeah.
From you? Okay. So,
I assumed the one going upstairs was the one that was in trouble, so I was running up to the one right in the corner.
Okay, so you can get up to the corner, and as you get there and you see the ghost, it looks like a Victorianly dressed, extravagantly dressed figure, a woman in a little bit of a puffy dress and a tight corset. And this is the room that Belle could see from outside, with the big comfy velvet chairs and cobwebs around. But as the ghost is moving, it just kind of moves through the cobwebs without disturbing them.
Is it human or elvish looking?
I would say it should be clear enough from where he gets to. It's kind of a split-second-y kind of thing, but most likely human. Not really elvish features, but hair would be covering the ears, or the ghost hair is covering the ghost ears.
So there's all the information that you need.
And what is... all right, so you have... It's a DC 12 for me?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a con save, I think. Yeah.
All right. So let me roll that. Oh, the result is the end of the episode.
Oh,
That's weird, and that's no modifier.
That's so weird.
Yeah, that's gonna come to bite him in the butt.
Oh man,
It's gonna bite him right at the end. Oh, the episode. Not a single thing was licked here except by Belle. He licked some dwarf letters.
I started a trend.
Is that what they're calling these guys?
But this is where we will pick up with the thunderous clap of the non-bluegrass musician, Miles. But we will wrap this one up, and we can all say...
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
I can't wait to punch the ghost.
The preceding podcast was brought to you by onejoeyoung. You can find us online at adventuresfromtheshed.com.